Patients tell the story of Dr. Gregory Lee and active family wellness better than anyone. From mothers who bring their children to Dr. Lee so they can be well, to athletes with debilitating injuries, to migraine sufferers, to pregnant women who want safer and more comfortable pregnancies. The list of reasons that people come to active family wellness is long and varied. But the one constant is how people feel about the care they receive from Dr. Lee and his staff.
I have 11 children, and Dr. Lee has seen 9 of those children.
I had zero pain. It was incredible, the difference between just one adjustment. I went from having excruciating pain to where I couldn't stand up for more than 10 minutes to being able to stand up for a full 2-day lacrosse tournament for 8 hours at a time. So it was amazing.
I swear it was within a couple of days, I didn't need to take any more medication. And it's like I didn't even notice it. So with whatever he was doing for me, I always tell him he has magic hands. It's like he fixed whatever that problem was in my back.
I think he's very personable, and I think he's a good guy. I think he knows what he's doing. As a matter of fact, I know he knows what he's doing.
He and all of his staff are super kind, super thoughtful. They're great listeners. They really want to help you. That's what you feel like when you're here.
He genuinely cares about his patients. He's not here just to get you through the door, but he really wants to make you feel better and help you be healthy and see and understand all the moving pieces and parts that will help you achieve that.
And so I'm coming in still getting adjusted 3 times a week, which has been really great, and haven't really felt any of the aches and pains of pregnancy really. Coming in and getting adjusted has been really helpful.
I've recommended him to many people, and he's wonderful.
Dr. Lee has helped me so much since I've come, and I've only come for about 3 weeks, and my back has just felt so much better. I was really scared at first. I had no idea what he was gonna do. I was afraid it was gonna hurt, but just as soon as I met Dr. Lee, he just gave off something that it just made you relaxed, and yeah, it was nice.
I've had chronic pain for a long time. I went to physical therapy for about 6 months with no improvement, and I got really discouraged, and then a friend of mine recommended Dr. Lee, and I've been coming to see him for not quite 3 months, but after the first 3 treatments, my pain decreased by 75%.
Rich Wolf and his wife Rebecca run marathons. Rich was about to compete in his first Ironman when we met him. They've been seeing Dr. Lee for most of a decade now. It takes them an hour to get to his office from their home, but they say it's worth it.
There's been multiple times where I've come in, too much training, getting ready to race, micro tears in my calves, lower back problems, IT band problems, and literally I'd be in here 3 or 4 times a week, the week or 2 leading up to an event, and if I hadn't been here, there's no way I would have finished the event. I probably wouldn't have even started.
I mean, we literally tell everybody, if you have a problem and you mention it to us, first thing we're going to say is you should go see our chiropractor. Because it's not just about getting an adjustment, and it's not just about fixing a problem. It's about being very proactive about your health. And for me especially, you know, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be hurting or anything like that. So getting those adjustments, and, you know, plus we like him. He's a great guy. He's very funny. He's very knowledgeable. And it's been great to follow him in his professional journey, just because we saw where he started and where he is now is really cool to see that he's, you know, grown, his clientele has grown, and he really helps a lot of people. He genuinely cares about them. And I think in today's environment, to have a healthcare provider that cares about you is a big deal.
Dr. Lee understands athletic injuries. In college, he worked in the athletic department for Virginia Tech football. In his practice, he sees many athletes, and in many cases, spots things other doctors don't.
I think that Dr. Lee gives the whole body experience in health and welfare. He takes care, he's very conservative in his approach. I think he's a very good diagnostician. He knows what's going on. He can examine you and pinpoint the issue. He takes his time in it. He doesn't aggressively go after it without consulting and making sure that what he's doing is right. I trust him. When it came to my son, who had a basketball injury and the coach just thought he pulled a muscle, we brought him into Dr. Lee because he was not really able to put pressure on the leg. Dr. Lee immediately said, no, I think he has a torn meniscus. and took him over to get x-rayed. And when they x-rayed it, it was Dr. Lee who pointed out to the x-ray technician that, no, there it is, he has a torn meniscus. It was slight, but enough that, you know, it was debilitating toward Michael. And so it was through Dr. Lee that we then were able to get surgery, get it fixed, and rehabilitation. So I credit him for helping our family in that way. And that was a major undertaking, and it was Dr. Lee who diagnosed it.
Jude Buckholes was a talented college lacrosse player, but 2 herniated discs were so painful that he had to leave college. He credits Dr. Lee with curing him after 2 years of pain.
100% turnaround. I went from playing hockey and lacrosse competitively for, I'd say, 14 years, and then I went 2 years off, and now I'm back playing almost every single day.
Daniel Smith is a disabled veteran. His back injury was so bad that he could not stand up straight. He saw lots of doctors, including 3 chiropractors, before he found Dr. Lee.
I was walking 6 or 7 miles on the treadmill, and then I went to barely being able to walk 1 mile. It was just difficult. But after seeing Dr. Lee, I was actually jogging on the treadmill, and that was something I never thought I'd be able to do again.
Migraines are another huge problem. Active Family Wellness has many patients who sought help to deal with devastating migraines.
Thanks to chiropractic, I do not get migraine headaches anymore. The worst headache I get can be taken care of temporarily with 1 Excedrin migraine, and then I get here as fast as I can.
Olivia had terrible migraines after an apparent concussion suffered while skiing.
I will probably never ski again.
Before visiting Active Family Wellness and seeing Dr. Lee, Olivia was in terrible condition. She would vomit uncontrollably. She had 3 ER visits in a short period of time. She even had to take a leave of absence from her job.
When I come in here after I have a flare-up, he fixes me and I have relief that day.
Dr. Lee's approach to overall wellness is what Robin McCone loves most about him. She and her husband see Dr. Lee weekly for everything from a sore back to the common cold to TMJ.
You come in, you feel like you have a little bit of a cold, you get readjusted and your body kind of says, you know, all right, let's fix this, and you don't feel as bad. You know, you don't go through the serious cold stages. It kind of helps, you know, skip through. And when I first started, I worked at the state attorney's office, very stressful job, and I had TMJ. It was so bad. I mean, my jaw would pop when it would get bad because I would just clench my jaw. And I thought that was just something I was going to have to live with. And ever since, I don't think I've had a really bad instance of TMJ until, since 2003. So it's been, a huge help.
The name says it all. Active Family Wellness, a special practice that makes lives better every single day.